Never change for a woman. Only change for yourself. If you're in a relationship where your girl is constantly asking you to change this, change that, I don't like when you say this, I don't like when you do that. If she's constantly at you, complaining at you, telling you, you need to change, you have to see that for what it is. It's not that she actually wants you to change, okay? What she's actually wanting to see is you stand your ground, okay? Because as I teach you guys, women are all about testing our boundaries. They are constantly wanting to see where are our boundaries, right? And the further you let her push, the further she is going to push. Okay, so you have to let her know, like, hey, this is a guy that you met, this is who I am, and you know what? Not willing to change for anybody. If you don't like it, there's the door. Okay? Now, this doesn't mean to never change, okay? If she has a reasonable request and it's something that you've been wanting to work on yourself, right? You know, say that you're always late. She's like, oh my God, you're always late. Change this. Start being on time. And it's something that, you know, that bothers you genuinely. Like, yeah, man, I'm always late. I need to be more on time. Then do that, right? But change because you want to change, okay? Not because she's nagging at you, telling you that you need to change, okay? Because once you start acting from her frame versus yours, you're gonna lose, right? You're gonna lose either way. You're not gonna please her. Even though you're making the change that she wants, you're actually going to displease her because now she feels like, wow, he's my little bitch, right? She's not really gonna see like, oh wow, man, he's really making an effort and he's really changing for me. You know, she might say that on the surface, but like deep down, her natural like female biology is telling her like, hey, this guy's kind of a little bitch. He just totally kowtowed to me. He totally didn't stand his ground. Right? This is why I tell you, if you're going to change, you need to change for yourself, not for a woman, not for anybody. Okay? You need to do it for you. Okay? It needs to come from the right frame. Right? The problem is like way too many of you guys, and I've been guilty of this too, change to please your woman. You're not changing because you want to change. You're not changing because, you know, it's something that you feel like, oh, you know, this will make me a better man. No, you're changing for the simple fact that you want to please your woman and you don't want her to be unhappy with you and you don't want her to leave you. You know, and once you start coming from that frame, guess what? She will leave you. You know, she'll get, I mean, it's no different from when your woman starts throwing hissy fits at you and she starts nagging at you and she starts complaining at you. Okay? I mean, whatever she's complaining and nagging about is really the subtext of the larger picture, which is her wanting to see you stand up for yourself. Her wanting to see you exercise some dominance, be masculine, hold your frame, right? Hold your frame. That's a big one. I teach you guys who are in these long-term relationships. You must maintain your frame. And you can't maintain your frame if you're constantly kowtowing to your woman. Feel me? So when your woman is nagging at you and she's constantly complaining for you to change, I don't like this, I don't like that, and she's throwing these hissy fits, I mean, you have to ask yourself, you know, would she throw these hissy fits if she actually respected you? If she felt that you were the highest value male that she could possibly get? No, she wouldn't, all right? Because I've dated women that have done nothing but complain about their exes or complain about their, you know, their ex-boyfriends that once they tell me the full story, I'm like, I think to myself like, wow, this was actually a pretty decent guy. I'm like, I can't compare to this guy, like being on time, constantly buying you flowers, constantly taking you to these like extravagant getaways and dinners and restaurants and trips. I don't compare to that. Right? I'm pretty selfish compared to that guy. But yet, the girl never complains at me. She never nags me. She never nitpicks. Why? Because she sees me as high value. She sees me as somebody that she respects. Whereas her ex, just based on the fact that she didn't see him as high value and she didn't have respect for him, She just looked for every little thing that she saw wrong in him. Every little thing, you know, any little thing he did wrong, she would amplify it, right? Whereas any little thing I did wrong, she would make excuses for me. You know, so if your girl is, you know, in your ear constantly telling you to change this, change that, constantly nagging, complaining, that's just the subtext of something larger, right? And really what she's trying to tell you is that she doesn't respect you, and she doesn't feel you're the highest value male that she could probably get. And you know what? She will likely exercise her open hypergamy if she is not already. She will likely start going out there and fielding her options. She'll start disappearing on you. She'll start hiding her phone. She'll start password protecting all of her computers and her laptops so you can't get in there. She'll become more active on social media. She'll start hanging out with all of her old girlfriends and family members, you know, without you. You know, she'll start running off without you, taking trips without you. Right? So you have to understand where this is coming from. You know, the thing is, like, a lot of guys tend to think that women have this lizard brain like we do, where we think very surface. It's like, oh, she's asked me to change this because she doesn't like it. So, okay, I'll change that, and that should please her, and that should end this argument. It's like, no, dude, it's just going to make the argument worse. What you really need to do is go back to square one, stand your ground, hold your frame, be more dominant, be more masculine, get her respect back, get her attraction for you back, to the point where she sees you as the biggest, best deal that she could probably get in a man. Okay, and then once she sees that, guess what? She will magically stop yapping in your ear. She will magically stop picking fights with you. She will magically stop throwing hissy fits and nagging you and, you know, getting in your face trying to get you to change. All right, so I'm gonna wrap up here. Until next time, this is M from the 33 Secrets. Do not forget to destroy that like button below. Hit that notification bell so you're notified whenever I release a brand new coaching video here on YouTube. Also, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Very important you guys subscribe. And for you guys who want to support my work even further, the best way to do that is by jumping into my monthly online coaching program, 7 Months to Mastery, where I am teaching guys just like you how to go out there and approach and close the youngest, hottest, and most beautiful looking women on the planet. I'm talking about 8s, 9s, and 10s, the type of women that most of your guy friends will only see in magazines. And right now, the first month is only $1, only $1 for the entire first month of coaching lessons. This is the absolute best way to support me, my work, my content, my channel, and everything I'm doing here on YouTube, and all the value I'm adding to your life. It's the best way to support my work, and it's really easy to get signed up. All you need to do is click that link below in my description box. It will take you over to my website where you can get signed up right now. It just takes 2 seconds. So do that now, and I will see you in my next coaching video.